Well, hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Martin. Uh, this is the first like video I'm making for this YouTube channel. So so welcome, and as you know, all that subscribing and liking and commenting and all of that, do if you want to. But what is this channel about? As you can see up on top, it's called Family Carp Fishing. So what is that all about? Well, to start with the beginning, I started carp fishing when I was 16 years old on an island here in Denmark called Lolland. I lived in Nakskov at that time. I grew up there. My parents are still living there, and my sister. But when I started in 10th grade, I met a guy called Henrik. He also have a YouTube channel, but he introduced me to carp fishing, and it was the break of dawn for me. So I have been fishing for perch and pike up till then, but that carp fishing was really something special. You will probably agree to that. But then when we finished school and high school and all that, I had to move to Copenhagen, the capital here in Denmark, for further in education and later on work. And there were many times, how can I explain it? There wasn't time for carp fishing, for the overnighters and all that. I met my wife at that time, and some years later we got our first kid, our daughter Ida, and 3 years later our daughter Emilia. Ida is now getting to 9 years old, and our smallest daughter Emilia is 5 years old. So there wasn't time for carp fishing. It was all about family, buying a house, starting new work, and there wasn't time off to go that much fishing. But then some years ago we moved out from Copenhagen to a town in the outskirts of Copenhagen, and the kids got bigger and bigger, and not that dependent on both mom or dad. So it gave me time for fishing again. I were out a couple of years ago with my good friend Lars. He started carp fishing 4 years ago or something like that, maybe 5. So he brought me back to carp fishing. I have kept all my gear from 20 years ago. It was pretty outdated. The rods were getting a bit dodgy, and also the wheels. So I had to buy some new stuff, and I did. But then about 2 years ago, my wife is also into wildlife. She's not that much into fishing, but she enjoys getting out in nature. And my biggest daughter Ida is also starting to really enjoy fishing. She can sit with a float rod for hours on. So why not combine that that my wife is into nature and my kids are starting to really enjoy fishing, to make it a, maybe give you guys some and girls some ideas on how to spend time and doing what you love. For me, it's carp fishing and also being with my family. So why not combine it? So this is primarily what this channel will be about. How we do it in my family to make a good trip for my wife and I, but especially for the kids. As you all know, when the kids are happy, the wife are happy, and then almost everything is possible. So this channel will be about how we are doing it. Some of it will be in Danish because my kids don't speak English yet. Actually, Ida has, in school, she is starting to have English, and she will probably be a bit shy the first times on camera. But we will, give you some, hopefully some ideas of how we're doing it. There will probably be some reviews on gear and all that, and maybe some unboxing. I personally like unboxing videos. It's it make you a bit envious, and and maybe give you some ideas for your next shopping. My English isn't that good, so the grammatic will not always be perfect, but I hope you understand the points that I will give you. Right now I'm at my local lake. It's a public lake with all that brings on a public lake. There will be people walking around with dogs, and and it's a pretty difficult lake. There should be plenty of carp in it, or there have been. This lake has unfortunately also had its pressure with foreign food anglers, so that doesn't always understand the point of catch and release. So that's just a part of modern carp fishing, I guess. So you are wondering, where are the wife and kids? Actually, it's a Tuesday morning. My wife is at work, my biggest daughter is in school, and the smallest daughter is in preschool. So I am enjoying a bit of time out from the daily routines. I'm normally I work as a train conductor, so I'm also working weekends, and that brings some spare times sometimes on the weekdays. So this is one of them. So the decision was between cleaning the house or going out on the bank. Actually, it's my first time out on the bank here in this year. But I hope you will subscribe to this channel, and hopefully I can bring you a carp you can show later on, but probably not. I'm always blanking on this. bloody lake. So yeah, subscribe and comment, and yeah, do what everybody is doing on YouTube. So see you. Well, here we are again. I've finally succeeded in breaking my big streak of blanks here on this lake. And not only did I stop blanking here, I made a PB. 14.4 kilos. That's a new PB for me. A really fat and chunky mirror, but really lovely. Now, have a look at that one here, guys. That is a biggin. That is a biggin. 14.4 kilos of chunky mirror. Well, that was the best start ever on a new season. How about that? I will make a short little video on how I caught it and on what I caught it. But have a look at this one here. That is a biggin. Now we will have a look on the other side. Well, behave, big girl. Wow, have a look at that. What a beauty. Couldn't start this year any better. Oh, behave. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Well, what a flying start on this year. That was absolutely brilliant. I couldn't have asked for more, to say the least. But I promised you guys a little go through what kind of rig I was using catching that stunning mirror. Actually, it's the well-known German rig. Not anything fancy about it. I decided to try something new this day. I tried it with a pop-up and a tungsten, a bit of tungsten to weigh it down, and it absolutely did the job. So yeah, it's just a normal German with a bit of tungsten on it. The bait I'm using at the time, it's spotted fin. This one is the mixed washed out pop-ups, the Catalyst range. I'm really confident in this bait, so that's why I'm using it. But don't mind the clothes I'm wearing, because I'm not sponsored in any way. Just really enjoying fishing with spotted fin, and especially for me, I really enjoy the Catalyst range. I think it's brilliant. But there's a lot of different bait companies out there, and great bait companies. I have tried a couple different, but I'm really confident in spotted fin. I used a mesh bag with some crushed catalyst and some whole boilers in it. So on a stick here. I've actually repositioned one of the rods to the area that I caught the fish on, fishing over here towards an island. Maybe you can just see the rod over here to an island over here. That's where I caught the fish, so I have repositioned one of the other rods to the point, let's see, over here, to see if there's more fish in that area. But Spotted Fin, if you want to give me a sponsorship, feel free. But I'm not sponsored in any ways. I just, as I mentioned, really confident in their bait, so that's why I'm using it. If you want me to go through my other tackle, then leave a comment, then I will make a little review on the rods or reels or my old bite indicators. They are actually from the 90s, but still working. Fox did a really good job then and also doing it now, so yeah. That's pretty much what I had on my heart for now, but I'm still here a couple of hours, so maybe there will be one more. Then we will be back with that one, if it's going my way. So yeah. Well guys, as you can see, the sun has come out and the session is coming to an end. Now reality calls again. The girls are going to be picked up from school and preschool, so but what a session, what a first session. It has been incredible to catch that big mirror from this public lake and my local water, so that has given me the spirit to have some more day sessions down here. On this lake you're not allowed to have overnighters, and that's okay with me. As I've mentioned, it's public and it's, you can fish here as much as you like, and also at the weekends there's a lot of youngsters having a drink and having fun, and that's okay. So it will be short day sessions in the weekdays for me, so I have pretty much the lake for myself. I will be baiting up the spots that I have been fishing this day, and hopefully I can manage to get a session more here in a week or so. It all depends on the weather and the family schedule. But welcome to the channel. I hope you will subscribe and tell your friends about the channel. Maybe they are fathers or mothers like or parent as myself, and you will get hopefully some advices or ideas of how to combine the family with the fishing. For this year, we have some plans in the family to go visit a local day ticket water. We've been there last year. It's two lakes. There's a small lake and there's a big lake. The small lake have a lot of carp, up to 8-9 kilos, but really well stocked lake. And we tried it last year and for a 24-hour session, and it was great. The girls enjoyed it and we caught a lot of carp, also a sturgeon, but I really don't care for sturgeons, but there was a lot of carp, and Ida caught her first carp, as I remember it was 6.3 kilos. So it's a pretty decent carp for the first carp ever. But this year we are planning on a 48-hour session on the big lake. There should be carps to about 20 kilos and sturgeons to 50 or 60 kilos. But as mentioned, I don't care for sturgeons. I'm most into the carps. There should also be some catfish. I have not ever caught a catfish, so a catfish would be welcome, but it's primarily for the carp. We'll try to make a video out on that trip. So subscribe so you get the latest news. But I've been also ordering some new tackle. So there should also be a unboxing video coming up soon. So hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly have.